There's so much talk happening these days about this idea that a dysregulated child needs a calm adult in order to help them regulate. Well, what if I said that actually a dysregulated adult can help a dysregulated child regulate? You might be scratching your head as I just said that. But I want to tell you why what I just said is actually true. When we are interacting with a child that's dysregulated, we're naturally going to become dysregulated as the adult. So that's the first thing to understand, that just this idea of being calm when we are around a dysregulated child is a little bit of a misnomer because we're actually designed to get activated. So when we say we're going to be calm as adults, what we're actually probably saying is, I'm going to try to look calm on the outside. I'm going to try to pull off being calm, but inside, I'm not calm. My nervous system is actually stressed, anxious, sad, overwhelmed, whatever may be happening because we're in relationship in that moment with a dysregulated child. So here's where we are in the conversation. We now have two dysregulated individuals, the dysregulated child and the dysregulated adult. But what I just said was that the dysregulated adult can actually help regulate the dysregulated child. Well, what I mean by that is that the dysregulated adult is now given a really important task. It's not about not being dysregulated. It's about now in this moment connecting to themselves while they are dysregulated. So how does the adult take a breath while they're dysregulated? How do they say out loud, I'm overwhelmed, while they're dysregulated, right? How do they do something to connect to themselves in the midst of that activation? Because when they do, what actually happens is they're regulated and dysregulated at the same time. And it is that place, that beautiful place of regulated and dysregulated simultaneously, connected in the dysregulation, that is actually the sweet spot for adults to be when they're now going to co-regulate with a dysregulated child to help the dysregulated child now connect to themselves while they're also dysregulated. So it's not about being calm to help a child who's dysregulated. It's about learning how to connect in the dysregulation. So guess what, adults? You still get to be dysregulated. It's about learning how to connect in that dysregulation so that in those moments, the adult can offer some sense of regulation in the midst of the activation so that the child can learn how to do the same. So next time you hear this idea that a dysregulated child needs a calm adult, I want you just to replace it with a dysregulated child just needs a connected adult. And that does not mean that the adult does not get to be dysregulated.